Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, welcome. And if you are a returning investie bestie, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate all of you guys being here. If you don't know who I am or you're new to the channel, we are a family of 5 and we are planning to retire early in about 5 years at age 42 to be able to have a decade to do whatever we want to do, start our own businesses, travel, things of the like. And we do that via investing in the stock market, real estate, cryptocurrency, NFTs, just growing our net worth and really helping other people and inspiring other people to do the same, especially women and minorities. So if that sounds interesting to you, you want to see real numbers, subscribe to the channel and join us, okay? And if you are a returning investie bestie, thank you so much for coming back. So on today's video, as you saw in the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about my favorite things investment edition, okay? So I'm going to be sharing my favorite stock, favorite ETF, favorite index fund, my favorite investing account, my favorite investing type, things like that, to really show you guys some of the strategy we have behind the things that we do with our money, okay? But before I get into that, just real quickly, so I have a lot of new subscribers that are coming to the channel. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers, so I'm glad to see that the channel is slowly growing. I know, I don't post sexy content, okay? But I do post content on this channel that truly will help you grow your money over time. I don't want to be the first millionaire that I know. I don't want to be the first homeowner that I know. I don't want to be the only real estate investor that I know, or the only one who plan on retiring, not just early, but having a nest egg for retirement. I'm trying to help and inspire a lot of you guys who really want to know so that we can truly change this, right? Change the face of wealth. Okay, guys? And so one of the things that I wanted to do is I'm going to have a giveaway somewhere plastered through this video, and I'm also going to have a secret sale somewhere plastered through this video. Yes, it is not in the title because I have been scammed on giveaways 3 times, okay guys? And I want to make sure that the giveaway is going to people who actually, number one, supports me. That means engage with me in the comments section, who like my videos, and people who support me, right? Who support my small business, who really try to help lift your sis and really help her to get this information out there. And so just in the future, and I think I'm going to do it this way from now on, I'm going to just plaster the giveaway somewhere in this video, so you got to watch the whole thing, and I'm going to have my daughter go through the comments and pick the winner, just like she did on the live. I did like a giveaway on my last live, and my daughter was actually in the chat and she went and picked a couple of winners on my behalf. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. So yes, stay tuned, okay? Because I'm going to have a secret sale and a secret giveaway somewhere in this video. All right, guys? And also, if you are doing our March investing challenge with us, I hope that you guys are staying consistent and encouraged. I know the market has been going down lately, and it is stair-stepping down. So every time it goes up, it just goes down even further. Every time it goes up, it goes down even further. That lets me know that we're entering a bear market, or maybe even a recession. I would not even be surprised if we get into one, especially if this war continues with Russia and Ukraine. But guys, we buy and hold over the long term. Our picks for March are ExxonMobil and the Vanguard Energy ETF. We've been doing this now for 6 consecutive months, consistently coming back and forth, showing you guys my real account so that you can see that this really works. Okay, so if you want to join us, it's not too late. If you got a tax refund and you are trying to start investing for your future, saving is great, but saving does not keep up with the rate of inflation. You must invest, okay? So if you're looking for more encouragement, join us on that channel. Just $1 a day, right? If you're going through a drive-through, if you are stopping at somebody's restaurant during the week, you can afford to invest $1 a day at least for your future, okay guys? So let's get right into the video. So I'm going to be talking about my favorite stock first. So you guys could probably guess that, oh, before I even continue, there's going to be some trivia questions throughout this video as well, because we haven't had those in a while. And I really love testing you guys' knowledge when it comes to investing. Just easy, beginner-friendly questions to make sure you guys are researching, that you're becoming more knowledgeable investors. You don't want to just blindly follow nobody, including your investie bestie. You want to make sure that you do your research. This is very, very important, okay guys? So first stock that we love, and you guys can probably guess, is Realty Income, okay? Well, the ticker symbol is O. The name of the company is Realty Income. I love it, love it, love it so much. We have about 154.14 shares as of this recording of this video, and we have these shares in our growth portfolio, we have it in our dividend portfolio, and we have it in our 2022 Roth IRA. Okay, guys, if you want to know about what Roth IRA is and things like that, check out my beginner investing playlist. I have so many videos on there going into detail about these types of accounts, how to open these accounts. You get to see our accounts, okay? So I'm all about being transparent. Y'all already know. And showing real numbers that you can see that this does work. Okay, guys. So yes, we are investing in Realty Income. We are trying to get to 200 shares. So that's our share goal for 2022 is 200 shares in Realty Income. Like I said, we're currently at about 154.14 shares. We get our dividends every month reinvested back into the position, and it grows the position over time. We have about $11,000 in terms of capital invested in Realty Income. So again, we're putting our money where our mouth is, okay? I'm not just grabbing stocks out of the air. I'm telling you guys about companies we love because we actually have our money in it, okay? So yes, 200 shares is our current like short-term goal. So I think ideally we want to get 1,000 shares in Realty Income. I know people who have 1,000 shares, so we're trying to work our way up to that. Also, like Realty Income is that it's reasonably, affordable, right? It is about $65 at the recording of this video. I mean, it could be up or it could be down by the time you see this, but currently it's at about like $65, which I think is really reasonable. And I love the fact that you can get one share relatively quickly, if that makes sense. So $65, you could probably take like a month or two to get your first whole share of Realty Income. Their dividend yield is 4.5% or 74 cents per share that you will get. Okay, so this is why I'm big on building up our share size so that we can get to our first whole share, so that we can actually get our full dividend payment. Okay, and this is how compound interest will actually work for you if you start to build up your position. And this is actually a better strategy than having, let's say, 50 different companies and you have small share sizes in them versus just having a few companies and you build your share sizes in them. Okay, you will see your dividend increase and payments and compound interest really work for you better this way. And you will see this more when I do our passive income report. I will have, that's my next video coming out. I'm going to show you a dividend tracker that I just created that I'm going to use in that video. And you guys are going to be like, oh my goodness, yes, I go into detail with that spreadsheet, okay, with my dividends, because it really helps me to see and project in the future in terms of how much we can actually make from these companies. Okay, guys. So Realty Income is a REIT. It's a real estate investment trust, and they actually own different single tenant commercial properties. So for example, if you go into Walgreens, CVS, AMC, Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, even some of the Amazon warehouses, they don't own those buildings that they're in. They actually pay rent to companies like Realty Income. And what Realty Income does is that they pay a portion of their profit back to its shareholders, and that is us. And they just happen to do this every month. And you know that, just keep in mind, guys, if you think rent is going up on personal properties, it is equally going up, if not more, on commercial properties as well. Moving on to our favorite ETF. Now, here's your first trivia question. Tell me what ETF stands for. What does ETF stand for? Okay, so our favorite ETF at the moment is VTI, followed by a close second of SCHD, which is the Charles Schwab Dividend ETF. And keep in mind, guys, that VTI stands for the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. I should have asked y'all what that meant to make sure that you guys know. But yes, tell me what ETFs stand for. Now, why do I love VTI so much? I love VTI because it has over 400 companies invested in that fund. Okay, so remember, a fund is just a basket or a collection of companies. So it helps you to be diversified, and it actually keeps your portfolio relatively safe per se when the market is on a downturn. I also love VTI because it has a super low expense ratio. I think it's like 0.03%. That is super duper cheap, or like every $1,000 you get charged $3. I mean, that's a super, super low expense ratio. And another reason why I like VTI is that it also pays a dividend out every quarter as well. Right now, it's like at $215, give or take. In terms of VTI, we have about 25 shares or so. Now, SCHD, I really love. We have 100 shares of that. One reason why I do love SCHD is that it pays a dividend out every quarter as well. It has a 0.06 expense ratio, which is a little higher than VTI, but I love that SCHD is cheaper. So literally you can get 3 shares of SCHD for every 1 share of VTI. So yes, VTI pays a slightly higher dividend, but I can get more shares of SCHD, which will actually override the money that I would make from VTI, right? Because VTI is about what, like $215. SCHD is probably around $70 or so at the recording of this video. So again, guys, it's about building up your share size, okay? If you want an easy tracker to do that, My stock share builder tracker is up on the website. Make sure you grab it if you want to get it, okay? And speaking of that, I'm about to go into my favorite index fund, but this is your second trivia question. Tell me the main difference between an ETF and an index fund, okay? We use these terms interchangeably a lot, so it's important for us to know what they mean. So tell me down in the description box below. This is your second trivia question. What's the difference between an ETF and an index fund, okay? So moving on. So our favorite index fund is the Fidelity Large Cap Value Enhanced Index Fund, okay? So I purchased this strictly through our Fidelity portfolio. I do this because we don't get charged any expenses to join this fund. Now, usually, guys, when you are joining a mutual fund, an index fund, or an ETF, you have to pay to get into these funds. But with Fidelity, because we have a Fidelity account, when I buy their sponsored funds, I don't have to pay an expense ratio. So this is one reason why I do love this particular index fund. Also love it because of the top 10 holdings that are in this fund. So you have Berkshire Hathaway, that's the GOAT himself. That's his company. That's Warren Buffett's company. Really do like Berkshire Hathaway. Also, JP Morgan and Chase is in here, Johnson & Johnson, United Health Group, Procter & Gamble, Bank of America, Pfizer, Cisco Systems, Walmart, and Intel Group. I love this because those companies are considered blue chip companies. Those are strong, solid companies that have been around for so many years, and I love that it doesn't have a whole lot of tech in it. So you guys know we are big tech fans, but we don't want our whole entire portfolio comprised of just tech. So funds like this actually are doing pretty good right now. It's keeping our Fidelity portfolios afloat because, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, Pfizer, these are not companies that are so volatile when the market kind of is on a downturn, unlike like Tesla can easily drop $50 per share during these volatility times. So I really love this Fidelity index fund for that reason. I also love it because it is super inexpensive. It's like $15.43 per share to actually get into this fund. They also pay a dividend, which is super awesome. They pay a dividend, I believe it's annually or twice a year, but I'll have it on the screen. But they pay a good dividend as well. And we have about 380 shares of this particular one in one particular Fidelity portfolio, and then we have it in our kids' college as well. So again, really big fan of it. We pay no expense ratios. They pay a great dividend, and I love that the stock is actually affordable, so I can build up again the share sizes much quicker. So let's talk about my favorite investing account. So I actually have two because I could not really decide between the two of these. My favorite investing account or broker, let's just say that. So it's a tie between Robinhood and M1 Finance. Okay, I've talked about it on this channel before in detail. I love Robinhood for beginners because of the simple interface. It literally shows you exactly what you need to know, where you need to find the information, and it doesn't overwhelm the beginner. Okay, now yes, Robinhood has issues in the past, but their interface is actually genius. I think it's the best interface out there in terms of platforms and brokers. It's just you can see the chart, you can see how your money is doing, you can have all of your positions listed on the right side, you can find some basic information about the company, things of the like. One reason why I love M1 Finance as well is because I think that it keeps beginners from doing too much. So with Robinhood, you can trade options. You can actually short companies on Robinhood as well. M1 does not let you do that. It's really built to protect the beginner investor. It focuses on research and it focuses on helping you to invest, and that's it. Okay, so if you don't know a whole lot or you want to be hands-off, M1 Finance is really great for this. I also love that M1 Finance allows you to have like pies in your portfolio, so you can have certain parts of your portfolio for specific reasons, like maybe part of it to buy a house, another one to invest over the long term, maybe another part to just park money in. So I love that M1 Finance allows you to be a little bit more specific about how you want your money to be set up. Again, guys, I have to put this plug in because I'm a big fan of both of these. I show you both of these when I do my Invest With Me's. M1 Finance is having a $50 bonus right now. So if you sign up with my link, which is down below in the description box, and you put $100 in, so if you're getting your tax refund, this is a great time to start investing for your future. They would give you $50. That's a whole share of BP. That's a whole share of Pfizer, okay? You can actually get a whole share through the bonus alone and start saving and investing for your future. You see inflation. This is a great time because that bonus ends March 31st, okay? Now, I don't know if they're going to extend it, but as of now, they still haven't changed the date. It is March 31st. So click my link, put $100 in, get your free $50. I will get a free $50, and it'll help you to start growing your portfolio. Same with Robinhood. Use my link, you get a free stock. I'll get a free stock. It doesn't cost you anything. Just a lot of you have used my referral links. I'm so grateful and appreciative for the support you give me. All right, guys, so let's talk about my favorite investment portfolio types. Okay, so there's two. So I'm a big fan of our Roth IRA, and I love our HSA as well. So let's talk about the Roth. You guys probably know why we love the Roth so much and why it's one of our favorites. Again, this is a tie, and I will talk about it right now. So with our Roth IRA, we love that because the money that we put in it, all those gains grow tax-free. Okay, so right now the contribution limit is $6,000 for 2022. So that means that every penny I put in that Roth IRA, when the market goes up, let's say over the next 10, 20, 30 years, all that money grows tax-free. We don't have to pay a single dollar, a single dime to the tax man. And you guys know we're coming through the tax season. If you had to owe taxes in the past, because we've had to owe, you want to keep as much of your own money in your pocket, and the Roth IRA is a great way to do that. So I always tell beginners, open up a Roth IRA. Even if you have a 401k, open up a Roth IRA. You don't have access to a 401k, still open up a Roth IRA. Now there are limits, income limits to this, okay guys? So I'll put a video right here that talks about the Roth IRA in super detail, but again guys, the Roth IRA is just one of those account types that everybody, if you have access, if you are eligible, you should definitely open up a Roth IRA. Now, the HSA is a health savings account. One reason why I love the health savings account is that it has three main tax benefits. Okay, so I'm gonna say this slowly. The money we put in is pre-tax, okay? So it doesn't get taxed at all. So if we put $100 in, that money does not get taxed. That money also grows tax-free. So that's one reason why we love the Roth IRA, for example. The money in the HSA also grows tax-free. And when you go to withdraw that money later in life and you say, you know what, I want to use it to pay for a surgery, some medication, you can withdraw that money tax-free. The loophole here is that if you pay for your medical expenses out of pocket right now and you keep all of your receipts, you upload them to the cloud or to your computer or a spreadsheet, things of the like, you can actually reimburse yourself back in the future tax-free while your money has just been sitting there growing and gaining. I actually have to do an HSA update. We're at about like $15,000, and this is even with the market kind of taking, because we contribute to this every single month, and we do max out both the Roth IRA and the HSA as well. So those are our favorite investment account portfolio types. Here's another trivia question for you guys to see if you guys been watching my videos. The third and final trivia question is, can you tell me how many investment accounts we currently have? Tell me that, guys, okay? Tell me the answer to this in the description box below. That's the third trivia question. How many investment accounts do we currently have? I talked about this in a recent video, okay? And of course, you guys know I had to do the giveaway. So I am going to do the giveaway. You will see it right here on the screen. So remember, guys, in order to even be entered into the giveaway, you have to answer the 3 trivia questions. And like I said before, my daughter will randomly go through the comment section and pick a winner. And I figured that's the best way to do it. It's the most unbiased way to do it, because I don't tell her or influence her. She literally just go through and pick the winner like she did on a live. I called her in here from out of her room on her phone. She went through the live comments. She picked a couple of winners. Those were the winners, okay? So I'm looking for people who are engaged in the channel, who are actually participating, who, you know, really want to learn more about investing. I am doing a secret sale, so my investing workbook will be $20 for the next 48 hours. So go get your investing workbook. If you have been having your eye on it, you've been waiting for a sale, this is your opportunity right now to go ahead and get your investing workbook. So again, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you have a comment, leave it down below. I love talking with you guys down there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and until next time, you guys already know, I'll see you in the next one, okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.